YouTube land. Welcome back to the Chaos Asylum. I am your host, the Chosen One, Lee Wyatt, aka the White Wolf, and today, well, we're going to do a video where I'm going to talk about my life and whatnot. So definitely, warning you now, this is going to be a lengthy video, so go to the restroom, get snacks and drinks on deck, and grab some tissues because this is going to be an emotional ride. So here we go. Before I start the video too, I wanted people to know the reasoning behind making this video. I'm making this video because I want people that are going through things that feel like they're in like a dark area, or they feel like they're not worth anything, or they feel like that they feel like their life is worthless, and they feel that nobody cares for them, and that there's no hope for them in the future. Yes, these stories will be sad. Yes, it will sound like I'm being a hypocrite because of what happened, but leading up to right now, I want to show you all that it is possible to be happy. It is possible to get out of the darkness and into the figuratively shown the light, and there is happiness at the end of the road. There is happiness going forward, and I want you all to know that your life is precious, whoever you are, any age, any gender, any you know, whatever. All of our lives, you know. So, let's begin. I was born on a stormy, snowy, February 27th, 1986. Yes, that makes me 34 right now. And hello, my name is Lee. Yes, Lee's my actual name. So I'm going to show you some pictures through this whole thing. Yes, the pictures. Oh my, pictures, yeah. Here's a hologram of what I looked like as a baby. Now, right here in the middle, right there, if you could see. Right there, if you could see. In the middle area, right there. Can you see it? I'll hold it there. Yes. If you said that that was a butt, you're not lying. It was me. So I basically was saying hello to the world. Hey, I was like in the fetal position, on my belly with my butt in the air, like, take the picture, enjoy. Hey, world, kiss my booty, I guess. I don't know, but I'm just a funny guy. So I was born, like I said, February 27th, 1986, at 6:30 in the morning. I was 9 pounds, 12 ounces. Sorry, Mom. I was a chubby baby, so here, check it out. Yes. I have a lot of pictures here, ladies and gentlemen. I was a happy little baby. See the happiness? Yeah. Baseball. Me. And when I got sunburn, I always tanned. It was always like that when I was a baby. Look at those chubby cheeks! Ah! Say little white wolf! And then me and my high chair. Grandma and Grandpa were big key points in my life. Grandpa was very talented. He would be able to listen to an album and play it. He played the harmonica and I believe a 6-string guitar, whatever kind of version it was back in that time, in the 80s. And he was so good that he was able to play at a place called the Grand Ole Opry. And he was very good. And he would always play music for me, and he would always sing and play his guitar, and it's like I could close my eyes and focus hard enough. I can hear just the tunes and the harmonica in my head, like he's here playing it for me, and it's just so relaxing. You know, when you have someone important like that in your life, and that's the memory you have as a 1-year-old. It's the most incredible thing because I was born in 86. Grandpa passed away in 87, sorry. And people tell me how much I look like him, how much of like my personality is like his, and like how love for music is like his too. I have a guitar back here. I'm going to get his initials engraved on, so it's like were playing together, and the first song we're going to learn how to play is Johnny Be Good. If I'm not mistaken, that's the first song, I think that's one of his favorite songs, I believe. And a funny story before I move on, Grandma and Grandpa got me a new outfit, like a light color outfit. I believe it's like a white color from, shirt, pants, everything. So Grandpa and Dad decided to take me out to an ice cream store. And came back, and I was covered in chocolate ice cream from head to toe in my new outfit. I can only imagine what Grandma and Mom was like. They probably got their butt chewed out. So, and knowing you guys, everybody, that if you have a light color outfit, you know how, like, chocolate would probably be hard to get out. But I miss him to this day. I visit his gravesite when I get a chance, and I talk to him, and I promised him that I was going to learn the guitar, and that I was going to make a YouTube video, and I was going to dedicate Johnny Be Good to him. And even though I don't have a good singing voice, I don't care, to be honest. I'm going to do it for him. It's in his memory. And yeah. So, as I get older, we start moving around a lot more. And I'm just going to get this out there right now. My family made it basically through a lot of things. Like, I went from, like, being on the streets and digging through trash and just being poor in general at times, not even being able to eat for days upon days. There's times where, like, we would only eat during school. There's times where, like, a whole year would pass by and it was nothing but ramen noodles. There's a whole another year that went by us. It was, like, nothing but macaroni and cheese. So we learned to, like, value money and value, like, the small things that we have in life as we got older. And then when school came around, the thing was, I was never bullied a lot in school as a younger guy. Would go to school, found out I had dyslexia. The type of dyslexia that I have, I say have because it's not as bad as it was in high school and school in general. I was bad at, like, math and reading and like, just in general, a lot of things in school that was just, like, if you ever, like, see me just, like, start a word for a minute, it's because it flipped on me. So take the word the. It's spelled T-H-E. For me, it would spin, and it would be E-H-T. So I'd have to wait for it to flip back around when I was younger. And the sad part about that part is that we moved around so much because of Dad's job. Excuse me. And, you know how you would have to, if you're the new kid, you would have to stand up, you would have to introduce yourself, how old you are, and whatnot. So I would do that. I'd make friends, it'd be fun. And then you just get so used to, like, moving that you just don't want to get to know anybody anymore. And that, you would stand up, and that you would, what I did was just, hi, my name's Lee. I'm 8. It's nice to meet you all, but I think in, like, the next 6 months or so, I'm going to move, so there's no sense in me trying to get to know you or be friends, because it's just going to break my heart that I can't have friends. So, as a kid still, my brother, as I got older, let's show some pictures here real quick. As I got older, my brother was always a big part of my life. I'm a family-oriented person. I love my brothers and my sisters. I have 3 brothers, 2 sisters. Brandy and John is on my mom's side. Thurman, Gary, and Tammy are on my dad's side. And then I became the youngest of the family with Mom and Dad coming together. And here's John, there's Brandy, there's me with RoboCop, because RoboCop was very popular back then. John is going to be in a lot of my stories. He's basically, you might as well say, my saving grace. Here's a family picture of Dad, me, Mom, myself right there. Gary, John, and my sister Tammy. The only 2 people that are missing from there is, Oh, that was Brandy. Sorry, not Tammy. Tammy and Thurman are missing from that picture. So, there was one point where Mom and Dad was working so much that they had a guy that they knew watch us, and he lived on the 3rd floor. And, like, he would help us do stuff around the house. He was a nice guy. And he always had me sit on his lap and whatnot. You know, it was like, okay, I'm a kid, whatever. I don't understand. It's like, okay, cool, whatever. I'll sit on the lap. So one day, he has my brother and sister go downstairs to put the trash out. And he starts touching me in a weird way. And starts touching me inappropriately and trying to do things. Thankfully, John got back upstairs and through the door before anything else could happen. If, like, he was not around, I think it would have ended bad. I haven't heard from this. After that day, we've never went back to his place. We never anything. So I think John knew what was going on, and he told Mom and Dad, and I think, you know, we never went back. So thank God for that. And there's one point also where I was at an age where I was learning how to swim. I got pushed into a pool. I went down underwater, all the way down. I'm freaking out, thinking I'm going to die, you know, drowning. John jumps right in, saves my life. Years go by. Another couple years go by. We are playing in the front yard, and there's something that goes rolling into the, you know, me, John, Thurman, I believe Brandy are outside playing. And something rolls into the road because it's like, whatever, you know how a kid is. Oh, I need to go get that. So I ran out in the middle of the road. Car comes barreling down the road. Here comes Jonathan Thurman running towards me to knock me out of the way to save me. John gets to me first, knocks me out of the way. Thurman's trying to knock John out of the way, but doesn't in time. Like, this car is barreling down the road. Like, I was so small that if I would have got hit by this car, I wouldn't be here today. I would have been dead. And, like, no joke. Like, I'm not talking about, like, when he got hit, when John got hit, I'm not talking about a full-on, like, love tap where it's like this, and he just got hit and was like this. I'm talking about full-on boom. He went flying in the air and came down, and when he smacked into the ground, I'm not talking about, like, it's cement. Either way you land on it, it's going to hurt like a motherfucker. So he got boom, boom, and skidded across the ground. I call him Superman because after that, he wanted to get up like nothing happened. It's like, that car ain't none, please. And whatnot. I feel bad because I remember going to the hospital, and because my sister Brandy ran inside, Mom, John got hit by a car. She's like, what? And so of course, ambulance came, took him to the hospital. We went there. The guy that hit John was there. He felt bad. He was a cool guy. And he was apologizing and whatnot. And he said he would, if we need anything, to let him know. You don't see that many. You don't see that much anymore. I remember hearing John screaming in pain. I don't know what for, but it killed me. And it made me feel bad. But he is, to this day, still my hero. He saved me more than once, and it's like, how do you repay someone for that? And then, the one thing that happens to me, as I got older, we were living in Columbus, and a lot of these places are going to take scenes in Columbus, Ohio. Grandpa left me his harmonica, and he wanted me to give it. He wanted it to be given to me at a certain age where I could learn to respect it. And I loved that harmonica. It was like when I got the harmonica, it was like I got Grandpa back, and I felt so good. It's like every time I played it, it was like he was there with me. And I felt like I had him back again, in a way. And we left for vacation, and we came back. And when we came back, we saw that the back door was open, and we never left the back door open when we left. So we went inside, and there was food stolen, there was clothing stolen, there was, like, a lot of things stolen. Mine and John's figures were stolen too. And Grandpa's harmonica was stolen also. And on that day, I felt like I lost them again. It was like a cruel joke. It was like, why would you have to go through something like that again? You just feel like you got them back and now it's gone again. I never got it back. I never found it again. And then, oh, one more thing. When John got hit by the car, he got an article in the newspaper, and he got sent to the house a full box of figures. Like, I'm talking about a big, nice size of, like, back then it was like G.I. Joe was like the popular toy back then. So he shared them with me. So I started talking to this one girl in school, and I told you it was gonna be emotional. We started talking. We became friends, and then we decided to start dating. And it felt so good having somebody love you at a young age, and it felt just so good. It felt right. And we were hanging out, and we were having fun, and I was taking her home, and five guys came out of nowhere and pushed me to the ground and got a hold of her, and she was screaming, and I tried getting up and to stop them from doing what they were about to do, and two guys just held me down, and you can only imagine what they did to her. I don't like saying the word, but they were taking turns with her while I had to watch, and the type of things they did to her, like, was, why would you do that to a woman? I don't care, like, how old she is, but why? Why would you? What possesses someone to do that? What possesses someone to make someone watch why they did that? I broke free, and I got hit in the back of the head. And I have a scar today to show for that day. That's a constant reminder of that day. The next thing I remember is waking up in the hospital and finding out that she passed away because of all the stuff they did to her. And I felt like I couldn't protect her. And the last thing that I heard was her pleading and screaming for help, and it was like I failed. And I swore from that day that I was never going to let that happen again. You know, I was always curious of why. Why did someone like her have to pass away that had, like, a brighter future, that could have done anything? Why am I? The one here. A tortured soul. Trying to figure out why I'm the one alive. She died. It's like, why couldn't I? It's like I had nothing to live for. So I had a lot of therapy to go through. I was in a very dark place. Even at one point, I just got so tired of it that, like, that's when the bullying seemed like it started at school, and having that on my mind, and then the bullying, and then I took a gun and I put it to my head, and it was always loaded. I pulled the trigger. I pulled the trigger 3 times and nothing. Those days I felt like the darkness just kept taking over, and it was like poisoning me to the point to where I questioned everything. You know, what's love? What's this life for? Like, I'm over here feeling like I'm dying slowly, and I just want it to end. I visit her grave every year. I talk to her. I still love her to this day. I know that for the longest time, I dwelled on that for a long time. I know that she wouldn't have wanted me to give up on everything. She wouldn't have wanted me to not try. She would want me to push forward. Of course, we're all going to grieve in our own way. It took me a long time to get over that. It still haunts me here and there today. And I have to live with that. Like I said, the scar on the back of my head is a constant reminder of that day. And that was one of the darkest things in my life that I had to deal with. As I got older, the bullying was bad. I'll just get this out of the way real quick. The bullying got so bad to the point where I was getting pushed into trash cans and dumpsters and thrown into those things too, and thrown into lockers and figuratively locked in the locker, and then thrown, like, pushed right into the locker and, like, pushed around and punched and beat up, and after school beatings, and like having, like, more than one person knock you down and just stomp the crap out of you, and you going home and lying about it, saying that you just fell down, saying, I'm okay, it's fine. If this is happening to you and nobody wants to listen, make them listen. Talk to a parent. Talk to somebody that's going to listen to you, because you don't, want to do something that you're going to regret. Don't think that taking your life is the easy way out, because it's not. Life is precious. We all are here for a reason. And the thing is, I don't cry much, and there's nothing wrong with crying, I'll say that. There's a Rascal Flatts song, it's called What Hurts the Most. And one of the lyrics in the song, if I'm not messing this up, is when I see our old friends and I'm alone. When I see your old friends and I'm alone, still harder getting up, getting dressed, living with this regret. Yeah, that part, I feel like that part fit me very well for a long time. It was very hard for anything. Like, anything. Like, the situation that happened in Columbus with her, the bullying. Like, to the bullying, it even got to the point where I would tell mom and dad lies to stay home. I would tell mom and dad, oh, I'm not feeling good. I got diarrhea. My stomach's killing me. I would pretend to throw up to stay home. I would physically, like, make myself throw up to make it sound like I'm sick. And I'd, like, yeah. And then my brother, Gary Lee. Oh, hang on, I'm going too far ahead. Sorry. So, my junior year, played baseball. That's what I looked like as a junior. Yeah. You know, the bullying kept going and going and going. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh, man. Jeez. Hang on. Oh, I am so sorry. Oh. I'm sorry you had to see that. And the bullying just kept going and going and going. Like, jocks. I'm talking about, like, everybody. Like, jocks did it. Like, to pick on me. The school bullies did it. Just whatever. People just did it for whatever. And if you're curious of how, like, I felt in high school, I felt like that I was a virus. And, like, nobody wanted nothing to do with me. And if they got too close to me, that they would get what I had. Or it's like, oh, no, You know, even me playing on a team. Yes, these are medals. Anybody knows that, yes. They are 3 years in a row District 5 championships. And I got 3 of them. And the cool thing is, that is 3 years in a row. 2002, 2003, and my senior year, 2004, which is amazing. Like, wow. It was great getting these. I had a lot of fun. Even me playing, I still got picked on. And, you know, my senior year comes around, and I said, you know what? I'm not putting up with shit anymore. You just hit a wall. You hit a point in your life when you just can't take shit no more. So, for an example, I was in home ec. I loved home ec. It was one of my favorite classes. And the school bully was making fun of me. And and the teacher wasn't there, I'm like, you know what, man? I'm like, I'm tired of your shit. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I did to you, pardon my French, to make you feel like that you need to pick on me. Why? Because I'm poor? Why? Because I have to wear clothes that I wore last year and whatnot? I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm like, look at you. You want to make fun of me? I'm like, your lip looks like you just got done sucking a fucking dick 2 minutes ago. And it's funny because what made me laugh is that, like, someone like me is, like, very quiet. And then when you open up and start saying stuff like that, everybody's like, oh, shit, did he just say that? Like, what? Like, I just couldn't take it no more. And I told him, like, you want to fight? I'm like, you're always talking about doing it after school. I'm like, let's fucking do it right now. Nobody said a word. And then the teacher came in. She's like, it is way too quiet. What happened? Nobody said a word. You know, then I decided, you know what? I'm going to go all out this year. I'm going to do what I wanted to do. So, I entered a play. It was called Oklahoma. Had a lot of fun doing that. I met some people, too, and during this time, my good friend Aaron. I met Billy. I met Billy's family, which was amazing to me. I met Aaron's family, which was amazing to me also. And my cousin Andrew. I love that guy. Like, love you, man. I do. And them guys kind of got me out of a rut for a while. And they showed me that there was amazing people out there. And then we graduate. Senior year. Yay. Look at that. So I went to prom with Rachel. Very nice lady. Very, very nice lady. On prom night, we went and basically, we had fun. She had 2 other friends we went with. One of her friends' mom had a limo, so we went in style. We got to ride in a limo for free. And they're like, you know what, Lee? Like, we're going to make you look cool tonight. You step out of the limo, and we're going to, like, you're going to hold your hand out, and then you're going to pull us out one by one. So I did. I'm like, okay, cool. Had a lot of fun that night. And so, you know, senior pictures came around. Boom! Look at this. Look at that guy. Who is that? Wait a minute. Let's get a bigger picture. Boop! Look at this. Look at this. Oh, look at this. Wow. Dang. White Wolf, you got better with age, my dude. I'm sorry, I got told that. Like, facts. Facts. Anyways. So I graduate in 2004. I move out on my own. And a couple years go by. My brother, Gary. Oh, that's right there. My brother, Gary. He went to prison, wrongfully accused. Now, the thing that kind of confuses me is that when he got sentenced and the people that he supposedly did stuff to wanted to testify and do whatever, you know, say, hey, well, he didn't do this. They wouldn't let him. They're like, we already got our sentence, went out, so he went to jail. He did his time. And right when he was about to get out, he got jumped. And it was so bad to the point where he died. And I have not seen him in a long time. And it killed me because we had to go identify the body. And they said it was blunt force trauma to the back of the head. And that it looked like that he got stabbed a couple times and hit in the back of the head. And, you know, it's never easy losing somebody. Whether it's a friend or a family member or someone that you loved. So we identified the body. It was him. And, yeah. More years go by. Grandma is in like a retirement home type of thing, and we loved seeing her. She was always happy, and Grandma was very good at cooking home-cooked meals. Like, she did everything from scratch. She, like, for the 4th of July, she always made this one pie that was so delicious. She would, like grow, like, the berries, like the blueberries and the strawberries, and she would use the strawberries as, like, the red part of the flag, American flag, and then the blueberries as the stars. And whatnot, and it was always so delicious, and she always made the best biscuits and gravy, and, like, I'd go to, like, really good restaurants, and it's not even, like, as close as hers. Like, home-cooked meals, I think a lot of you can agree, with someone that, like, you know, you put a lot of heart and soul into food. Nothing beats a home-cooked meal. And Grandma was one of those religious people that, like, she made us laugh if we got, like, a tattoo or something. She would always go, she's like, oh my good Lord, look at you. She's like, you know, if the Lord wanted you to have tattoos and piercings, you would have been born with it. I'm like, Grandma, if the Lord wanted us to have that, I'm like, don't you think that looked kind of funny on a baby? Like, coming out with tattoos all over your body and, like, piercings. I'm like, don't you think that'd be... She just cracked me up. She was an hilarious lady. She loved the Indians in Cleveland. That was her favorite baseball team of all times. And Grandma was a very strong woman. She lost Grandpa in 1987. And from then until the bitter end, she always stayed single. She stayed faithful. So when we got the call that Grandma wasn't doing good and that we needed to come say goodbye, I went to her, and we took our turns talking to her. She was non-responsive. She could hear, but she couldn't respond to you. I went up to her, I held her hand, I told her I loved her. I told her that, like, I'm going to be okay, and that it's okay, and that I can't be selfish anymore and keep you here. I'm like, Grandpa's been without you for a long time. I'm like, so... I can't be selfish. It's time for you to go see Grandpa finally, and I know he's going to be waiting for you with a smile on his face, and I love you. And then she passed away. It hurt. a lot, because it felt like, again, a piece of me was gone that I couldn't get back. But I knew I couldn't be selfish. I knew that this day was going to come. I knew that Grandpa was waiting patiently in heaven for her, and he finally got her. So I felt like I was alone again. And then I met this amazing person from a friend of mine off the PS3. And her name is Diamond Dust, a.k.a. oh god, Sherelle. And I talked to her like briefly. We talked for a minute. She seemed like a very cool person. She disappeared for a year, but I found out that she was in college. So we started talking again. We started playing video games. We were enjoying each other's company, and you know, we just kept playing video games. She helped me out a lot, like with my image and how I was, and I was able to open up to her, and we talked, and she talked to me some things, and we would laugh and giggle and have fun every day. And then, like, I met another person on a website. It's an app called You Now, and her name is Estelle, and she's another amazing friend of mine. And we talked, and we opened up about so much, and like, we've opened up about like problems that's happened in the past, and like we could just talk about whatever. And I seen that these people that were surrounding me, Aaron, Billy, Andrew, Cody, Estelle, Sherelle, these people were so amazing. It was gravitating me towards the light, and I was scared because I never knew what to do. I didn't expect this. I didn't know what kind of, like, what was going on. I was scared. I was scared to get to know people because I felt like when I got to know somebody, I was like the kiss of death. Either they died or they just like up and vanished and disappeared, and I didn't know what to do. So years went by, and I still talk to these people to this day. And Sherelle gave me the nickname the White Wolf. Now, yes, you might have heard it if you're a Marvel fan or if you're a Witcher fan. She's told me that she gave me this name, but I am the one who made something of it. So Sherelle, if you're watching, thank you so much for all the things that you've done for me. Thank you so much for helping me. Thank you for not giving up on me. Thank you for, like, legit just taking time and talking to me for hours and playing video games and helping me become a better person. Like I've said in the past, the word thank you to me is not enough. Like, and then I got to meet another person. His name is ADJ. I think I've got to know him now. It's been like maybe a year or two. And this guy is so amazing. He's funny. He makes me laugh. He's like now like part of this group that I have that's like amazing people. And like it puts a smile on my face. And like me and him could be goofy and just goof off and have fun. And like this guy is so talented. He does these voice impressions so good. And he does like this work, this beautiful art that I've seen him do that he does so beautifully. It's like, wow, it blows my mind. And I consider him a really good friend. And like these friendships that I have are like a unicorn, like seeing a unicorn for the first time, or like a mythical creature that you've never seen before. But it's once you do see it, it's so unique that you don't want to let it go. The message I'm trying to tell you guys, like today, I'm amazing. And I'm happy where I'm at. And thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate it. It's a long video, and I just want this to reach somebody that's going through a hard time. No matter what type of thing you're going through, just know you will get past it. Dang it. I'm sorry. I keep using my shirt. Give me a minute. I'm gonna wash it anyways. Ew. That you will get through it. That you will meet amazing people. That you can get through anything. Look at me. I've been through so much. And I'm glad to make this video for you guys. I hope it reaches you in time before anything bad happens to you. I want you guys to know that your life is precious. That you can do anything you put your mind to. That no matter what people say or do to you, in time things do heal. You just got to meet the right people and like surround yourself with happiness. I know at times it's hard. Believe me, life is hard when you're going through things. So thank you all for watching. Oh, one more thing. Sorry. Emily, if you're watching, there's something I want to tell you that you've done for me that I've never told you on our DMs or even on your live streams. Now, people, if you've never heard of Emily Angel, aka Emily is Fun, she is an I can't say it right, but she's an artist that sings beautiful music to the point of, like, as I put it before, I'll say it again. If there was like a storm outside and it was lightning and crashing and hail was flying down everywhere, and whatnot, that would be like the equivalent of like your sadness, the darkness, the anything negative, and you're on your knees because the world's beating you down so much that when she starts singing, and then her music is just so beautiful, it's like a ray of light shoots right out of the darkness, lands on the ground, and you're just going towards it. You're just like, you know what, I'm going to give this a shot. You get into that light, you close your eyes, the darkness just fades away into like nothingness. A beautiful blue sky comes out. The sun is there. The wind is blowing. You hear children in the background laughing and people happy. And you hear the birds chirping. That's the type of music she creates, in my opinion. And Emily, I want you to know that your music is amazing and that you're an amazing person. And whatever you've been through, you got this. You're stronger now. And we all love you. But Grandpa's voice and singing in my head was fading away. And no matter how hard I tried to remember, it just seemed like it was just every minute, every day, just fading away. But 5 months ago, I came across your stream, and when I heard you sing for the first time, and when I heard you play the harmonica and play the guitar, yes, I was amazed. But you doing that, it's like you brought his voice back to me. It's like you brought him back to life for me. Once again, it was like I had that harmonica in my hands again, and it's like you brought him back to life. With your music, with you playing the guitar, with you playing the harmonica. I hope that makes sense. And I don't know how to thank you for that, because it's like you brought back a memory. You brought back something I thought could never, ever come back. It's like you helped put a puzzle piece back that I can't thank you enough for. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy. Just remember, don't give up. Look forward. Keep pushing. You are amazing. You are worth something. No matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're straight or part of the LGBT community or whoever. You are amazing. You can do this. And as Enley says, you do got this. Never give up. Keep pushing forward no matter how hard or how dark it seems. Because you will find the light at the end of the tunnel. I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment down below. Love you guys.